Yo, what up? You can just put me in the background, you don't have to actually watch the video. So what I'm going to be talking about today, basically in a nutshell, is hijacking IP to basically spew your political dogma or jargon or whatever you want to call it. I've seen this prevalent nowadays, and this is something that I'm gonna be talking about today because it's very, very degrading to the medium, to cinematography, whatever, anime. To anime it's fine, I haven't seen it so prevalent, but anyway, let me get back to it. What I want to say is, firstly, this is going to instantly snap your audiences out of the immersion of the movie. Whenever I was watching The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, whenever I was little, or Transformers, never did I think, oh, this is a movie that has a political message. Never did I think that this was basically like the movie was a horse and politics was the carriage. I always thought that this was a movie in it of itself, and it never snapped me out of it. This is very important, immersion. Whenever I see that Silver Surfer is a lady, it instantly reminds me, oh, this is a political decision. This is a problem in real life, and this is a political decision that they made. And this is not good. I recently watched Superman. I want to tell you that this movie, never once did I get snapped out of it and think, oh, this is for a political message or this is for whatever. You know why? Because the political message was displayed well. The political message, the ideation was displayed well. The ideation of being a hopeful, genuinely good human being and a helpful person, and the person that is basically a pacifist, it was displayed well. Same goes for Vinland Saga. Same goes for whatever you want to think about. God of War. Any of these other good displays of an idea or an ideal. But something like, for example, like The Sandman displaying transgenderism, where it's like, oh, let's force this transgender person's character arc, and it's like, oh my god, like this transgender person dies, and now they put like the gravestone and the name is different. It's like a male, not a female, and it's like, why are we focusing on this? Or like Lord of the Rings was like, they took out Tom Bombadil from the story, and a few, not a lot, but some side stories. Why did they do this, you ask? Because whatever doesn't further the narrative, it's basically utterly useless. Sure, it's gonna grant you a few, good boy points, oh my god, like this made me feel good. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't move the story forward, and a lot of times simplicity is elegant. Secondly, you are not changing anybody's mind. Whenever you force this on somebody, no racist person, homophobic person, sexist person is gonna watch this and is gonna be like, yes, now I'm no longer racist. No, nobody is like that. These forced messages do not change anybody. All they do is stroke egos of the boss's nephew. All this does is it just basically pleases investors that don't know anything about anything. They just think, oh, this is the political message that is W nowadays, so let's just put it in. If Nazism was W nowadays, they would be putting Nazi messaging. Don't think that these companies are your allies. They are not. If you want to, and this is going to be my third point, if you want to introduce DEI or diversity or whatever you want to call it, do it seamlessly. Think about Dune. You never say, why are there so many Arabs or tanned people in Dune? Why? Because it's Arrakis, it's a desert planet. Or you never go and ask, why are there so many black people or gay people in sex education? Me, myself, one of my favorite shows, I rewatched it three times, so before you call me a bigot, listen to this. One of my favorite characters is Eric, a homosexual black guy. Incredibly well written in my own opinion. I really like the actor, I really like the charisma of the actor. But what I want to say is these shows or movies or whatever introduce this seamlessly, without me feeling like this is a political idea or a political jargon or message or whatever. Good storytellers will be able to tell you a political story without making you snap out of the movie, without breaking immersion. Think about Christopher Nolan, think about Metal Gear Solid, think about whatever. Whenever it's written by somebody that actually knows how to write the medium or that has mastered the medium, whenever they are done by somebody that is actually good and not a nepo baby or the boss's nephew, the political message shines. Then it shifts ideals. Then depending on the viewer's experience, they may have gotten this out of the movie or this person gotten a different kind of thing from the movie. It adds nuance, it adds actual debate and the food of thought. Fourthly, what I want to say is not every movie has to reinvent the wheel. Not every movie has to be this incredibly diverse or complex or morale or whatever, like with these incredibly ideals. You can make a good wheel that just is efficient or really fast. You can make a wheel that is one of those with without completely reinventing the wheel, without making like a Mars, like a rover wheel that doesn't need to have air in it. You know what I mean? You can make a good wheel if you're simple, if you're honest in your approach. Think about Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1 and 2. That movie, in my own opinion, was really good. Now that I've grown up, I really appreciate those movies because it just showed honesty, it just showed heroism in such a way that is plain and simple, but at the same time it's tact, it's of good taste, if I were to say that. As a closing thought, you need to be skilled in movie writing. Movie writing is going, and series writing is going down. Is going down for real. Anyway, I'm so cringe. It's going down. Skill is going down. Writers are no longer good. People get put in positions not because of their merit, but because of DEI reasons. And I don't think that, I don't want to be, oh, DEI boogeyman. I don't want to be like that. Also, what I want to say, and this was a really good point made by one of my commenters, was I also think that this problem is caused by tourists. It's basically like people that don't actually belong to this place. It's people that don't actually appreciate the medium or create or partake in the medium. They are tourists. They come here for money. Kind of like going into tech because, or IT because it's money, AI because it's money, computer engineering, whatever, because it's for money, not because of actually liking the profession. And this is not some like firefighter, like you can do firefighting and not like the profession. This is art, and art, you need to like it, you need to enjoy it to make a good product. I think that a lot of it is basically old people that don't know the medium, that are there just for the money, that just go, oh, this is the modern political popular message, so this is what I'm going to be putting in my product, right? Think about a few years ago, every single company had like a LGBT, like Pride Month, like a profile picture. Now, not so many. These companies shift their ideals to what is the current popular belief, right? And what is the current displayed popular belief? Because a lot of times it is just a loud minority. I'm going to be honest. For example, a lot of gay people just want to be left alone. A lot of trans people just want to be left alone. They just want to be treated normally. These people that go out in the streets, scream, that these people that go into a Disney World or Disneyland or what the fuck is that even called? That go into the women's bathroom and take selfies. These people are a minority of a minority. And I feel like they should be held accountable. Even the people that you align with in your, I don't know, if you're libertarian, call your people out. Because I feel like this is very wrong. It's like, this happens everywhere. I have a video about radical thinking. This happens everywhere. If you're right, do not endlessly defend right people like Donald Trump or whatever. Call him out when he does bad. Same goes for left. Call people out. Hold people accountable. Whenever somebody steps out of line, you hold them accountable. Whenever somebody makes a bad movie that just spews political jargon, I'm going to talk about it. I think this is going to be the case for the Fantastic Four. I hope not. I hope it's going to be a good movie. I'm going to go see it. We'll see. I'll make a video about it. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, don't take me as this hateful person. I'm not. I know I cannot. You just cannot speak about this stuff. You just cannot speak about this stuff in honest, good conversation. You cannot have honest, good conversation about this stuff because people are too radical. I still want to talk about this because this is on my mind. So I'm just going to talk about it. But yeah, make good movies. Stop pushing political nonsense in it. If you're pushing it, push it in a good way. And you are not going to shift anybody's belief by forcing them to see something. Take care of yourself and have a nice day.